Really, you felt this far of killing somebody. If I had all these powers... No, it's raining. You can't be here. It's raining. You have no power here. But if I was going to try to kill somebody that much and fail that miserably, have all these superpowers, I'll feel bad.
Name's Ocelot. Big boss. You know who I am. A certain man gave me a job to do. Two, actually. First was to get you out of that hospital. The second was to rescue the man himself. You remember? Your partner 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller. 9 years back, your private army came under attack by Cypher. You were considered dead. Until today, that is, when Cypher found you. And it's not just them. The whole world wants you dead.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
You'll have to join up with Miller. Build that private army of yours one more time. It's your only chance.
Whole world?
First, we need to save Miller. He's in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan?
What, you can't keep up with world affairs in a coma? 4 years ago, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. Muslims are fighting back with Western support. Miller was training Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. Red's 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000. Squad holding Miller set off near the Pakistan border yesterday. Now in 3 days, they'll reach the Soviet garrison. He'll be interrogated for a few more days. It's off to a lager. Or left to rot in a ditch on Afghan soil. I give him 2 weeks. The job didn't mean anything to Miller. He only took it on to keep you safe. Well, there's our ride. It's a whaling ship. Had a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stink. Now 7 days to Port Qasim, another 3 overland. So we won't have much time once we're there. Don't take too long getting used to your new self. Hang on.
Chapter 1. Yeah, I didn't get time to look at what it is. I just saw the R. I am so glad they didn't let me keep the character I created. I'm not being sarcastic. I actually been saying I want to stick with Big Boss's face. Because then it makes it feel more, what? Like, let that character be online. I want that to be my online character. Can't be my real one. Know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying. Because you're not even watching this. Now you're in a parallel universe.
The area ahead is under total Soviet control. Miller's been captive for 10 days. Not much time left.
Weather will clear shortly.
Storm's passing. Getting used to it? After 9 years on ice, solo infiltration of the Soviet-made ground forces. Should be the perfect one. Kazuhira Miller is being held in Dawandehar to the north. Check its location now. Take out your iDrone.
Oh, found games and stuff.
See Wandy on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority. Got your binoculars? Or should I say, in scope? See the village? Straight ahead? A little to the left. To the right. All right, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it. That's Violo Village, the Violo Colette. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taking food there, en route towards Dawandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is. Good. Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way. You can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Doandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Cause would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. They were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and these. They'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back.
He must have his glasses back. He will have the glasses back if it's the last thing I do.
Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
Let the legend live! Of course, that's how I let the legend live. By riding on the side of the horse. Okay, so seeing how I need to go over there, I think my best opportunity is either use a box and walk into the city, which I really want to do.
There's a Soviet guard post. There are bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view. That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map. Security at that guard post is relatively light. Looks like the perfect place for a warm-up. Try to remember the ways you used to deal with enemies. Anytime you need advice, just give me a call.
The way I deal with enemies, use a box. Okay, get off of the horse. I think that's the name of the horse. There we go. Kill.
Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly.
Okay. Let's make sure I know the buttons first. Yep, that's the button. Okay. Gotta go slow. Idiot.
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
Did not want to kill him. I thought that if I have a gun to him, he would just be like, oh, this guy means business. Let me put down my weapon. You know what? He's been sleeping on the job. story we're going with. Ooh, shiny.
That's a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price.
But so I know keep shiny? I want to keep shiny. So there we go. Now, how do I use this interface? I forgot.
Boss, you don't understand what he said? I guess that makes sense. It looks like that horn stuck in your head has impacted the language center of your brain. If only we had a recruit with the Russian interpreter skill, we could get by with simultaneous interpretation.
Good night. But yeah, I need to hurry up and recruit somebody who can translate for me, because that would be a big help. And remember this.